Hi everyone! So happy new year! I want to start this video by saying a huge thank you to everyone who has supported me, be it through words or donations, even simply just following my journey. Your generosity has made a huge difference, and thanks to the donations, I've been able to secure 4 months of treatment. I booked my flight for the 21st of January and I have secured an apartment. I'm really grateful for Sam. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you for giving me the apartment. The apartment is from a previous capper, which is kind of the best and the most ideal situation for anyone who's going to Bangkok, because the previous capper would have left it with as little irritants as possible. At least going there, I know that my chances of healing would also be higher. Taking it from a previous capper would just lower the amount of irritants around. And knowing that they've also healed there just means that the environment there would be most ideal. Looking back on 2024,
Trigger warning: needles, raw wounds, dry or cracked skin, and crying person.
I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong, but life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go, we're better off tomorrow, but who knows if we get joy or sorrow. Stay true to that fire in your heart and your soul. Don't drench your desire in what you can't control. We fly, try so hard to get there, and we might be lost but not forever.
I always thought I was healing, and as you know, TSW is a whole roller coaster and healing is not linear. Every time I thought I was healing, I wasn't able to identify what caused my flares. After seeking so many treatments, going through so many diets, I've also learned something new at the end of 2024 when I went on a trip to Shanghai. I was actually able to heal a lot more than before, and even a lot more in the past 2 weeks that I moved houses hoping that I would heal. A lot of my wounds actually closed up over there. I'm not exactly sure if it's due to weather or if it's from just me purely being in a different country, but I did make a lot of progress. There was really big open wounds that I basically scratched raw on the flight there. I didn't expect the plane ride to be drying to the point where it cracked all my skin, but it did. I didn't expect it more because of how wrapped up I was. I kept my hands in gloves. I was even wearing winter jackets on the plane to try and keep the moisture under my skin. But sadly, it did crack quite a bit and tore quite a lot on the first 2 days of the trip. I wasn't in Shanghai, I was in Wuxi. That was kind of different. For some reason, even though they were pretty near each other, Wuxi felt really dry. But once I went to Shanghai, it rained, so that helped a lot. In Shanghai, I saw a lot of improvement. I actually came back to Singapore with a clear face. All these wounds are pretty new, along with the ones on my eyes. My lips as well, they actually all closed up except the chin. Because I was wearing a scarf the whole time, I was able to actually heal most of the wounds, and the reason why I wore a scarf was because my neck was completely bare. There was no skin on my neck. As of 9th of January, there is skin on my neck. There are some wounds, but it's a lot better than what it was perhaps a month ago. As for my hands, I'm still wearing gloves to kind of keep the skin there and to keep the itching down. I realized that not seeing it helps the itch a whole lot. There are disposable gloves. Of course you can wash them, but I tried washing them and it didn't really work out that well. The ooze is almost impossible to wash because you don't want to use any chemicals, you don't want to use any detergent. So I was using hot water, I was trying to soak them multiple times, and it just couldn't wash off. It was so stinky. I'm glad that I have the option of even wearing these gloves and even finding them online. The wounds on my legs actually mostly closed up, though I was scratching pretty often. After I came back, there was like a layer of skin that fell off. It wasn't that bad because most of the wounds actually closed. I'm not 100% sure what helped me heal, but because of how cold it was over there, most of the wounds were able to close. For my chest, around this area, there's a lot less wounds than before, but it's still pretty cracked. Underneath my chest, there are wounds, and along the sides, a lot of the wounds closed up, but being back in Singapore, they opened up again. However, I would like to share that I am on naturopathic antifungals, which I think are helping, because previously there was a really big gash on my neck that refused to go away. But after taking the medication for a bit, it has actually calmed down quite a lot, and there's actually skin, which I'm really pleased about. It's just now my eyes that are giving me quite a bit of problems, as you can see. I'm not exactly sure what caused it. I haven't been feeling super good lately. I've been having a bit more dyshydrotic eczema, and the infection on my hand still obviously hasn't gone away, so that's giving me quite a bit of irritation. So moving on from that, looking ahead, I'm pretty excited for the treatment. I've been booked in for the 24th of January. However, if my skin is unable to heal in the 2 days that I'm there, I might have to change accommodations. So I'm really hoping for the best. I'm hoping that I'll be able to go for treatment on the 24th like it's booked. I hope that there's no irritants or anything that is gonna hinder my healing and recovery in the apartment. Just want to say a big, huge thank you to everyone who contributed.
Kevin, Nate, Daphne, Lauren, Joel, Uncle Richard, Amy, Emily, Jane, Einstein, Jason, Kelly, Christian, Dawson, Emery, Hillary, Shanice, Valerie, Rachel, Joel, Christina, Lionel, Steffi, Winnie, Eugenia, Davin, Cindy, Alexandra, Michael, Miriam, Naomi, Nicole, Eunice, Graham, Baby Greg, Gabriel, Crystal, William, Cheyenne, Erica, Auntie, Jennifer, Kelly, Francesca, Wenxin, Anusha, Jermaine, Irene, Nishan, and Mom, Dominic, Laura, Shan, Charmaine, Fikri, Sharvin, Melanie, Sakti, Fion, Chloe, Yentong, Shania, Keith, Ching, Miss Ong, Ron, Hannah, Xavier, Ifang, Jordan, Song, T, Emma, Whiting, Athena, Chan, Amiru, Kara, Rachel, Jayo, Hani, Aris, Eve, Judy, Young, and relatives. Thank you all so much. If your name wasn't mentioned, I thank you too for watching this video and sharing. Let's bring me closer to my goal. I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll be keeping you guys updated every week on what I spend on and how it is over there in Thailand. Here are my expenses. So my mom will be coming with me because, as you can see, my hands are completely wrecked and it's really hard for me to do day-to-day things. Even showering is still pretty hard on me. Unfortunately, my partner is unable to come with me due to the financial constraints. She's here more for a safety net in case I need more treatment and I'm unable to fund myself through Gofundme. Big shout out to my partner. Thank you for always being there for me. She is my main caregiver the whole time I was in TSW, and even before that with like eczema. She's been my main caregiver, so it's pretty tough on us. Also, having someone who truly understands you and has seen the whole journey and them not being there, it's gonna be tough. We're trying to stay really optimistic and we're hoping for the best and that I'll heal and that I'll be back. Once again, a big thank you to everyone. Thank you all so much for being a part of my journey. I hope my update inspires and helps others going through similar struggles. If you'd like to follow my treatments, do click the subscribe button. If not, I would really appreciate if you could continue sharing my GoFundMe page as well as my previous video. That would mean the world to me. Other than that, my Instagram page is still pretty bare and I still do update a lot on TikTok, so you can also check that out. Here's to healing in 2025. I would still like to preface by saying CAP is not a one-all solution and it is not a cure. It is only half the solution to the equation, and the other half would still come from me controlling my irritants and everything around me.